All right, good afternoon from the Georgia WeatherNet 24/7 Storm Center. I'm meteorologist KJ Allen. The time is 2:56. We have an active tornado warning in effect for east central Floyd County, Gordon County, and northwestern Bartow County until 3:15. Doppler radar indicating a severe thunderstorm capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight-line wind damage. Located over Shannon near Rome, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So this is again, a possible tornado. We do not have a confirmation of a tornado on the ground. So we're zooming in here. We can see Shannon, Plainville just up to the north side of that storm, and just moving east out of Rome, heading toward Kingston. So heading toward the Floyd-Bartow County line. And that's where we have the most extensive part of this storm. The warning polygon is going to cover Shannon as well as Plainville, then upstream covering Calhoun up to Fairmont and Ranger. So if you know anyone in that area or you're in that area, you need to take cover right now, lowest level, most interior room, away from doors and windows. This is a very, very serious storm. Again, the straight line winds, big concern throughout many of these storms through the day today, with those wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour and greater. So we have a new scan, and this line is going to be moving very, very quickly, so not a lot of time to prepare in Adairsville and along I-75, and then on the other side of 75 heading toward Fairmont. So let's take a look at the velocity tool and see if we can get that couplet. We are seeing some rotation there right between Shannon and Plainville along Highway 53 near the 140 intersection. So that's where the storm is. It is pretty much passed over Shannon right now, but still going to be a lot of wind on the backside. But Adairsville, you are going to be right in line for this storm over the next few minutes. We'll be there arriving in really about 3 minutes or so, or let's see, let me get this track here. Yeah, about 3 to 4 minutes from right now, we'll be heading into Adairsville. Should be in Fairmont at around 3:13, Talking Rock 3:25. If it holds together, we'll be moving in toward Ellijay at around 3:30. So that is the storm track. Go back and take a look at the reflectivity, and a very strong storm. We're showing the inflow notch there just around I-75, just above the Adairsville exit. So that's what's feeding the storm and showing that rotation just to the north and east of Shannon. So if you're just joining us, tornado warning is in effect for portions of Floyd County, Gordon County, and northwestern Bartow County until 3:15 as a result of this severe thunderstorm that is capable of producing a tornado. Already picking up some storm damage reports from straight line wind in other parts of the state, but we're really going to be focusing here in this part of northwest Georgia. I'll zoom out just to give you a big picture of what we're looking at. So you can see all the activity is in northwest Georgia. Several severe thunderstorm warnings that are in place right now. Those are the yellow polygons, and that's going to be affecting numerous counties in north Georgia, all the way up to Dalton, Ellijay, Blue Ridge is in there, and then down to the south, Rome covering all of Floyd County. But we do have a portion of northeastern Floyd County, not including Rome itself, not including downtown Rome or Berry College, but northeast Floyd County up in the Shannon, in the Plainville, and then continuing to track toward the northeast in the Gordon County. Adairsville is in the extreme northwest corner of Bartow County, but they are certainly right there. And with this storm moving at about 65 miles per hour, not a lot of time to prepare. We're still showing that rotation couplet. And I'll go ahead and paint this on the map to show you what we're looking at. So we're looking at the same thing. So we get right in here. This is our rotation couplet. Really in the intersection of Floyd, Bartow, and Gordon County in northwest Georgia. And we'll see if we can turn off our tool. There we go. All right, so we'll get back to the reflectivity. So very, very strong storm here. I'm not sure if we have any hail that's showing up on this, but this is really going to be a major straight line wind event, as well as that possibility of the tornado. So not showing any real hail threat with this storm, but with those 65-mile-an-hour wind gusts, that is certainly a big concern. So if you know anyone there in Adairsville, really south of Calhoun, then upstream toward Fairmont and Ranger, make sure they're in their safe place right now. Lowest level, most interior room, away from doors and windows. This warning is set to go until 3:15. It's 3:01 right now. So we'll be staying with you live here on the Georgia Weather Net, streaming on YouTube as well as on our Facebook channel following this storm in northwest Georgia. That line of thunderstorms stretching all the way up into East Tennessee, now moving into western North Carolina, extending down into parts of Georgia, now beginning to move in through Murray County, starting to head into western Fannin County and into Gilmer County. That's where we'll be impacting Ellijay. But this severe thunderstorm not really showing a lot of rotation with that. We can pop back over and take a look at the velocity. A little muddy up there. So, but again, our main concern is going to be some rotation. It's beginning to broaden out now, just above Adairsville, moving into extreme Bartow County and the southern Gordon County. Take another big picture look again. If you're just joining us, we're talking about northwest Georgia. This is really even far enough north, not even calling it part of the metro. Adairsville, kind of considered part of North Metro Atlanta. But we're getting up into the Calhoun area, Gordon County, for this tornado warning. And this is radar indicated, so we have no spotter on the ground indicating any sort of rotation. And I'm monitoring our weather chat. We're connected to the National Weather Service. See if we have any sort of spotter activity going on. And so far, nobody's seeing any sort of wall cloud or any sort of rotation in person. That circulation is approaching I-75 just north of Adairsville. Have some reports of some trees down in Catoosa County. Tree down on a roadway around Temperance Hall in Catoosa County. Multiple trees down in Paulding County. So that's going to be the southern part of this line that's moving through, heading into Paulding County. And you can see, looking down into Dallas right now, there's no rain, no precipitation, just very, very windy. So that gives you an idea of how much wind is associated with this well ahead of the main line. So that's why the wind is a major concern. We do have wind advisory over most of the state of Georgia and a high wind warning over parts of North Georgia as well, with those wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour, even well ahead of the main thunderstorm line. Time is 3:03. We're watching this tornado warning in effect for the extreme northeast corner of Floyd County. I mean, almost can't really count it, and it looks like they've actually dropped off the part of Floyd County. So Floyd County, you are in the clear right now, but still the northwest corner of Bartow County, including Adairsville, and a good part of Gordon, including Oakman, Ranger, Fairmont. You are in the warning polygon right now, so take cover. Indoors, most interior room of a site-built home or building, away from doors and windows, and you're really not going to have a lot of lead time. If you're in Ranger or Oakmont, that storm is going to be moving in very, very quickly. Let's see if we can get a track here. So going to be in Ranger at about 3:15. Oakmont is about right here, so 3:17. And Fairmont's really going to be a big area to watch as well. Should be there in about 10 minutes. Flip back over and take a look at our velocity. And showing that rotation beginning to broaden out and loosen up a great deal. So we'll see if we get this warning canceled prior to 3:15, because what we're looking at right now on this particular radar scan is not as threatening as what we saw just a few moments ago. We'll take a look at another radar view coming out of Alabama. It's the high top radar, and just see if we can get another scan of our velocity. And yeah, that's just really beginning to fall apart. And that's not a big surprise with a storm that is moving as quickly as it is, 65 miles per hour. And we see this quite often. It just kind of outruns the rotation, so to speak. You really need the storm to be able to get itself organized to get that rotation going. And when it's running at 65 miles per hour, it's really hard for that to happen. So I think that's what we're seeing right now. They may hang on to this warning for another 10 minutes and just let the severe thunderstorm warning stay in its place. But I'm going to wait for the National Weather Service to make the call on that. We have trees down in Chattooga County around Mitchell Circle in the Gore community. Tornado warning is going to continue for Gordon County, but is going to be dropped for Bartow County. So that's going to be good news for Adairsville. You're going to be out of the warning polygon in just a moment. We'll see that update. There it is. So, but Gordon County, they're going to hang on to that. So still seeing enough rotation there to keep the tornado warning for Gordon County in effect until 3:15. And again, that includes Fairmount, Ranger, Oakman, all the way up there, intersection of 441 and 156. That's going to be the hot spot in Gordon County. And if the rotation tightens back up again and holds on, we could see the warning extended into Pickens and Gilmer County. But for right now, Pickens and Gilmer, portions of those counties are just under a severe thunderstorm warning. So we're going to hang on and see what the next step is. Got a new scan. We'll take a look at our velocity. And not showing any significant rotation at this time. So again, typical of these storms that are moving so quickly. But we could see a few more kinks in the storm that could present an issue. And I'm just kind of scanning down through eastern Floyd County, down into Polk County. Not seeing anything of great concern right now other than the rain and those strong gusty winds. Getting reports of quite a bit of wind damage well ahead of this line. So next up is going to be Cobb County, Cherokee County as well for the gusty winds. Already, I'm sure those winds are picking up right now ahead of the line. So just be prepared for those gusts up to 65 miles per hour. Got a report of a 56-mile-an-hour wind gust at the Rome, or this just says Rome. I'm not sure if that's at the Rome airport. More than likely it is. That's where they have the best obvious wind sensors there. So either somewhere in Rome or at the Rome airport, 56-mile-an-hour wind gust, and that will do some damage without a doubt. More reports coming out of the Gore community in Chattooga County. Tree across a roadway. No power lines are down on that, so that's good. And if you're just joining us, we do have a tornado watch that is in effect for a area, a good part of North Georgia. So we'll flip over there, and you can see that. In the yellow, that does include Atlanta, Fulton County, up to Gainesville, Hall County. Athens is in there. Cleveland, Dahlonega, Habersham County, all the way up to Clayton and Rabun County. So big portion under a tornado watch until 8 o'clock this evening. And we have that high wind warning. That's the orange color in the northwest corner of the state with those wind gusts up to 65 miles per hour. And then the tan color is that wind advisory, as I mentioned, covering a good part of the state of Georgia. So we'll flip back over to our high-resolution radar and just check in on our storm here moving through Gordon County. Really right now in the middle of Gordon County. So Calhoun, you're in the clear. Still going to be very windy in Calhoun, but as far as the tornado threat, that is now well past Calhoun and moving toward the Ranger community and continuing toward Oakman. Let's take a look at our velocity. It's getting a little ragged there. Maybe let's get a shot from high top and see how it looks. May get a little bit better view here. Okay. So showing broad rotation now about 5 miles to the west of Ranger as that continues to move toward 441. Should be crossing 441 over the next 4 minutes or so. And then if it holds together, we'll be crossing into Pickens County near the Pickens-Gilmer County line in about 8 to 9 minutes. So just stay in your tornado-safe place. Oakman, Ranger, Fairmount, and be on standby in Talking Rock and between Talking Rock and Ellijay in Gilmer County. Just be on standby and be prepared for the potential of this storm to spin up again. Not sure if that's going to be the case. Again, the storm is moving very, very quickly, 65 miles per hour. So that spin up may be all she wrote for this one. But we'll let the storm call the shots here and not the weatherman. Up toward the north, a little bit more stable air. We still have a severe thunderstorm that's moving into western Fannin County, now heading toward Blue Ridge. But showing that how it's beginning to spread out quite a bit. Down toward the south, the line's a little bit sharper, so that means it's hitting a little more instability and holding together. And that's where we have the greatest potential of seeing tornadoes spin up, is when we get that really unstable air. We have a lot of wind shear, so that is helping the storm spin. So not a surprise at all that we're picking up this tornado warning right now. Time is 3:11. Tornado warning goes in effect, or remains in effect until 3:15. and is strictly in Gordon County at this time. So Bartow County, including Adairsville, you are in the clear. Still going to be windy, still going to be dealing with some light showers now in Adairsville, but that wind is still kicking up. And out to well to the east of this line, all the way into Canton now, in the North Fulton, the Roswell, and Dawson County, Forsyth County. That wind's going to be picking up for sure, well ahead of this main line moving in. All right, so we're going to get a new severe thunderstorm warning issued. And we'll see where that pops up in just a moment. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, it's going to be a little bit more toward the northeast. Okay, this is actually going to be... that's coming in for southeast Tennessee. There it is. And into western North Carolina. So we won't cover that. That's up to the north here, up in the Polk County, Tennessee, and Cherokee County, North Carolina. But that is all part of that same line here that's stretching down through northwest Georgia. So we're looking at 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. We'll go from north to south, covering all of Murray County, western Fannin, western Gilmer County, the extreme northwest corner of Pickens County. Gordon County is in there as well. We have the other warning that's covering portions of Floyd and Bartow County, and then our warning down to the south, which is going to be covering Haralson, Polk County, and the western portion of Paulding County. But already several damage reports from wind in Paulding County. You can see there's not a drop of rain in Paulding County right now. Dallas is completely dry, but it is very, very windy. Got a new tornado warning, a new tornado watch will be issued here shortly. And this is going to be stretching a little bit more toward the south. And let me pull this up again. And you can see the yellow area is our tornado watch area. And the National Weather Service is letting us know that they are going to extend out that tornado watch a little bit further south. That's probably going to be covering more of the South Metro and possibly down into Morgan County. Maybe Putnam County could be in there. So we'll just stand by and get that information as soon as it comes out from the Weather Service. Got some circulation increasing again in Bartow County. So let's head out that way and see if we can spot that on radar. All right, so right over I-75, this is going to be, looks like just to the west of White, and we're actually going to be able to pick up a little better view from the Atlanta radar site. So let's do that. We'll kind of reset, show you what we're looking at. There we go. This is going to give us a much, much better view of what's going on down in Bartow County. So here we go. Yeah, this is going to be above White, really moving across 441, continuing to move toward the northeast. So we may get another tornado warning, and we are. Here it comes. This is going to include Fairmount, Jasper, and Ellijay. You are in this new tornado warning. This is in effect until 3:45. This is radar indicated rotation. This is going to be a big warning polygon. This is a big one for a tornado and for a tornado warning. And the reason is just the speed of this storm. Moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. This is covering northern Cherokee County. I'll tell you what, let's pop up reflectivity while I give you these counties. Northern Cherokee County, southern Gilmer County, northwestern Dawson County, southeastern Gordon County, Pickens County, and northeast Bartow County. This is in effect until 3:45. Doppler radar indicating storms capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight-line wind damage near Ranger, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Possibility of quarter-size hail with this storm as well. We didn't really see a lot of hail potential just a few moments ago, but there is a chance here, possibly a hail core moving over Fairmount right now. So we'll watch out for that. But our big concern is going to be this rotation that we see. Pretty broad rotation. Let me draw this out right in this area. And this could be multi-vortice. So really watching a couple of spots here for the potential of some rotation. So you need to take cover right now. Lowest level, most interior room, away from doors and windows. Talking Rock, Jasper, and even up to Ellijay. This warning polygon does cover Ellijay and East Ellijay, so go ahead and be in your tornado-safe place right now. Lowest level, most interior room, away from doors and windows. And as this line continues to track toward the northeast, we're just going to be watching into Dawson County, Lumpkin County, Fannin, Union County, heading up toward the mountains. Could get this extended unless the storm outruns the rotation, which we're hoping that it will. Got a report of some damage at Shorter College in Rome with a tree that has fallen on a building. Severe thunderstorm warning issued now for Bartow, Cherokee, Dawson, Fannin, Gilmer, Gordon, Lumpkin, Murray, Pickens, and Union counties. Yeah, look at that big warning polygon there, that yellow box in effect until 4 o'clock. So the capability of 70-mile-an-hour winds with this line moving now up toward the mountains. So Blue Ridge, Dahlonega, you are in this warning polygon as well as Blairsville, all the way to the far northeast corner of this warning polygon. So just be prepared for this severe thunderstorm. It's capable of producing 70-mile-an-hour wind gust. Wow, that is very, very powerful. Check back in on our tornado warned storm, and we can still see, I'm still just watching 2 areas right now moving right over 441, just slightly to the south of Fairmount, this area right here, and really want to watch just to the east of Ranger. Now that's moved across 441, but these cells are going to continue moving toward the northeast just like this. So that's why, Jasper, you need to be in your tornado safe place right now. And Talking Rock, obviously, and with the northern part of that line up in the Ellijay and East Ellijay. Got a new sweep of radar. You see this just really dropping some significant rainfall over Fairmount on 441, beginning to cross over into Gilmer County right now. So this tornado warning is in effect until 3:45. This is for northern Cherokee County, southern Gilmer, northwestern Dawson, southeastern Gordon, Pickens County, and northeastern Bartow County under our tornado warning until 3:45. And then the big yellow polygon is that severe thunderstorm warning. That's until 4 o'clock, and that takes you all the way to Blairsville. Down to the southwest, got a pretty ugly-looking line now moving in just to the south of Cedartown in Polk County, beginning to head toward Rockmart. That wind is going to be kicking up once again for Rockmart. Not showing any real significant rotation on that at the moment, but these things can spin up very quickly. So just stay alert in Haralson, Polk, and Paulding County, and Bartow County, southern part of Bartow County, with this line that's going to be moving in that is capable of producing some damaging winds with that. So possibility of 70-mile-an-hour wind gust with this line stretching from Cedartown all the way in the Fruithurst, Alabama. So we're live here on the Georgia Weather Net on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following and subscribing to the channels. Keep you up to date with severe weather anytime, round the clock across the state of Georgia, and go live with wall-to-wall coverage with these tornado warnings. And so we've had just one warning, well, multiple warnings, but just part of the same cell as it started to spin up just around the Shannon community in eastern Floyd County, moved close to Adairsville, and just waiting to see if we have any sort of storm reports coming out of Bartow County. Right now, nothing. Most of our storm reports are coming out of Chattooga and Floyd County. Another, the Gore community seems to be hit really hard. We're seeing so many reports out of Chattooga County that maybe we had a spin-up tornado there, but that remains to be seen. We're going to hang on just to see if we have any further information. But I'm seeing multiple reports of trees down, some other damage in the Gore community in Chattooga County. So this is the big picture. You can see all the activity is in northwest Georgia, and this squall line is going to continue to push through the state. We'll be pushing through downtown Atlanta, continuing all the way to the coastline, should be moving out of the state of Georgia by midnight tonight, and it should be losing a lot of strength as well as it continues its journey. It's hitting a little bit more stable air, but for right now, that's why we had this severe weather outlook issued days ago for parts of North Georgia, especially northwest Georgia, because we knew that all the ingredients were there. Plenty of instability. We've got the lift with this frontal system, and we also have wind shear that is creating the potential for these tornadoes. So the level 3 out of 5 risk of severe weather was issued early this morning, and they are absolutely correct on that. We're taking a look at another view. Yeah, still showing some rotation there. Broad rotation just to the east of Fairmount. Now beginning to move into the extreme northwest corner of Cherokee County and really taking aim on Pickens County. So this storm is going to be pushing right through Jasper. Very, very important that if you are in Jasper or know anybody in Jasper, you need to be in that tornado safe place right now. Lowest level, most interior room, away from doors and windows. I say it over and over again just so this gets ingrained in your mind. You don't want to be on the second floor or third floor. Got to get downstairs. If you do that, that's going to make a huge difference. And then you get into a small closet or bathroom with no doors or windows leading to the outside, and you're going to increase your chances of staying safe tremendously. Cobb County now reporting a few power lines down. So just giving you the extent of this storm. All right, Cobb County, I mean, just seeing a few light showers, nothing really major going on in Marietta. Just some light showers, but that wind is kicking up and enough to drop a few power lines already. So we're talking about a long way away from that main squall line, picking up those wind damage reports. So we're going to start seeing that move into North Fulton. Going to be moving in toward Forsyth County, heading toward Beaufort and Gwinnett County. And just be ready. Tornado watch has been dropped for a few counties, but before we talk about what gets dropped, let's talk about who is in the tornado watch. So Bartow, Carroll, Catoosa, Chattooga, Cherokee, Dade, Fannin, Floyd, Gilmer, Gordon, Haralson, Heard, Murray, Paulding, Pickens, Polk, Walker, and Whitfield counties. And also another big long list here. Banks, Barrow, Clark, Cobb, Dawson, DeKalb, Douglas, Forsyth County, Fulton, Gwinnett, Hall, Jackson, Lumpkin, Madison, Oconee, Oglethorpe, Rockdale, Towns, Union, and Walton, and White counties. Now, I read through all those quick, but there's a lot of them to get to. So, yeah, this tornado watch has been extended more toward the south, and down now into Madison County, and covering the South Metro Atlanta area. So this has been broadened out quite a bit. And we're going to do a new graphic on that in just a few moments to get that posted. Tornado warning continues for Dawson, Gilmer, and Pickens County. Has been canceled for Bartow, Cherokee, and Gordon County. So we're going to get that up to date here in just a second. But you still need to remain aware and be in your tornado safe place in Dawson, Gilmer, and Pickens County. But anybody in Bartow, Cherokee, and Gordon, you are in the clear right now as far as the tornado is concerned. And the biggest hot spot is going to be moving right into Jasper, the city of Jasper in Pickens County, northwest Georgia. Talking Rock and the Tate community also need to be ready for this storm to be moving in. It is moving very, very quickly. Let's get a time on it. Heading into Jasper at 3:31. If it holds together, we'll be moving toward Dahlonega at 3:54. Talking Rock is going to be on your doorstep in just a few minutes, about 4 minutes from right now. This is the Georgia Weather Net with live severe weather coverage. A few counties being dropped from the tornado watch area, but we're mainly concerned on the counties that are in, and that does cover all of the metro Atlanta counties, stretching down into Morgan County as well, and all the way to the east. Athens Clarke County is in there, Oglethorpe County. So this is a very large area. We'll pull up the graphic in just a second as soon as we know we have all those counties included. That takes a few minutes for the Weather Service to get all the polygons together. We'll take a look at it. Right now we're watching our tornado warning. That's our main concern as this moves in closer to Jasper. So be in your tornado safe place right now. Lowest level, most interior room, away from doors and windows. Not showing any debris signature, so That's good news. Just kind of looking here above Highway 53. Don't think that's going to be debris. It is lining up with our rotation couplet, though, right in here. Watching that, really watching that as well. So this could be tornadoes, plural. That happened with the storm system we had here in Georgia just a few weeks ago, that it appeared that there were 4 tornadoes on the ground at one time. That's right, part of the same thunderstorm cell dropped 4 vortices at the same time. And that certainly can happen. And with these storms, that could also be the possibility as well. All right, let's zoom out. I'm going to drop off the warnings for now and see if we can get the watches. Stand by just a moment. Let's see if we can pull these up. All right, there we go. So this gives you an idea of where we're looking at the tornado watch. So Atlanta all the way right to the airport, very, very close to the airport, not quite there, but South Fulton is in there. As I mentioned, Walton County, Athens, Clarke County, Oconee County, over to Elberton and Elbert County, and then stretching on into South Carolina. So pretty much all of North Georgia above I-20, except once you get down toward Wilkes County and Columbia County, you're not in. You're technically above I-20, but most of North Georgia above I-20 in a tornado watch, and that is in effect until 8 o'clock this evening. Make sure we got that time right. Yep, until 8 o'clock. So conditions are favorable for tornado development. Remember, a watch means it can happen. A warning means that it is happening. And so just wanted to show you that. I'll turn that back off. We'll go back and take our look at our warnings, because that's what is our most important issue to look at the moment. And right here near the city of Jasper, Pickens County, we're seeing those storms move very quickly in the western part of Pickens, now beginning to head toward the city of Jasper, moving toward Highway 515, Highway 5. It's just above where 575 ends, and then continues up toward Jasper. So that's beginning to cross 515 right now. So right now the storm, very, very heavy rain over Talking Rock. That's just northwest of Jasper, right in this area. And moving in toward Jasper, that wind's really going to be picking up. Already picking up some wind damage reports, as I mentioned, into Cobb County. And the wind will be picking up in North Fulton as well, well ahead of this main line. Let's kind of take a look at any other potential rotating areas here, and not seeing anything of concern as far as rotation down in the southern line of this squall line, but the gusty winds are the big concern, and still looking at some pretty ragged rotation right now moving through Pickens County. Going to continue to hang on to this warning for now until 3:45. So this is set to go for another 16 minutes for Jasper County. Pickens County, city of Jasper. Sorry about that. Jasper County down in middle Georgia, you're okay at the moment. So this is for Pickens County. Got a report of a transformer fire and power lines down in Tunnel Hill near I-75. Multiple power lines down. Let's see, where is this? All right, we're just getting a big list of a bunch of roads here. But the Tunnel Hill area around I-75, we have that down. Whitfield County with multiple power lines down. And a few trees down in Waleska in Cherokee County. And we'll get some more information on where that is happening right now. But again, the rain is not even quite to Waleska yet, but that wind has been kicking up for quite some time. Strong winds through Canton and Ball Ground. I'm sure we'll be getting some more storm reports coming out of Cherokee County over the next few minutes. 40 to 50 mile an hour winds reported by a weather spotter just west of Woodstock. and some possible roof damage from some of those straight line winds in Woodstock. How about that? So no rain, just the wind. And then up in the Whitfield County, that rain has moved out. And right now, things are just kind of counting all of the damage reports right now coming out of Whitfield County. It looks like numerous trees are down. So we're going to have a number of power lines or a number of power outages down as a result of those power lines being knocked over by these strong winds. But all the rain's out of Dalton, but still the wind damage is going to be what's going to be dealt with from here on out. Now, once this line moves through, things are going to be pretty quiet. I don't see a lot of redevelopment on the backside of this line. We're going to see the skies begin to clear. Temperatures will be dropping a bit overnight tonight. And then the weekend looks great with lots of sunshine over pretty much all of Georgia. But we've got to get the squall line out of here first. And it's going to take several hours to move through. It will be midnight tonight before this moves through Savannah and goes out to sea. And we should see this storm weaken a great deal before it reaches that far in southeast Georgia. But in the meantime, still has a lot of energy left as it moves through parts of North Georgia. Time is 3:32. Watching this tornado warning in effect until 3:45 for Pickens County. Does cover Jasper. Does cover Talking Rock. It is beginning to move out of Talking Rock right now. And then the warning extends into northwest Dawson County. Does not include Dawsonville, but up Highway 52 around where 136 and 52 intersect in Dawsonville. And then also the southeast corner of Gilmer County. Again, along Highway 52 in Gilmer County. And that is a pretty tough road to drive even in great weather conditions. So right here in this area, very, very curvy, very mountainous. And then you get those strong winds and the blinding rain. That is going to be very, very tricky negotiating Highway 52 between Ellijay down into Dawson County. So I would avoid that if at all possible. I would avoid Highway 52 unless, even on a good day, unless you're a pretty good driver, because that is a challenging road for sure. Very narrow in spots. So our tornado warning in effect till 3:45. We have a severe thunderstorm warning covering a very large area, multiple counties in that, including portions of Cherokee, Lumpkin, Gilmer, Murray, Dawson, Gordon, Pickens, Union, Fannin, and Bartow County. That goes until 4 o'clock. Strong straight line winds, our biggest concern there. We're seeing those storms begin to spread out quite a bit. So that's given us an indication that the atmosphere is beginning to stabilize somewhat, but still enough juice to get those thunderstorms going. This is unstable air. Look at that. Very sharp line of thunderstorms. And that's where we can get those storms to spin up fairly easily. So just kind of monitoring the line here, looking for any possible rotating areas. Broad rotation above Jasper. Now beginning to move above or toward 136. And that's another road that's tricky to be driving on. I think it's probably worse than 52. But not as much traffic on 136 compared to Highway 52. So the warning polygon has been updated. Tornado warning does continue for portions of Dawson and Gilmer and Pickens County until 3:45. That tornado now near Sequoia Lake, moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. Straight line winds up to 65 miles an hour. Could be greater in localized areas associated with this line. All right, so here's our report of power lines down, transformer fires. I mentioned in Whitfield County around Tunnel Hill, and that's going to be right at I-75. Varnell Road and I-75 to be specific. We can go take a look at that. There's the Varnell community. So that's where we're looking at. No rain anymore, and things are going to clear out. So hopefully they'll be able to get all the emergency crews there to take care of that. And we're hoping no injuries. So far, no reports of any injuries from some of these straight line wind damage areas. And hopefully we can keep it that way. Roof damage near Woodstock, already mentioned that in Cherokee County. That's a result of those straight line winds. Only one tornado warning right now in Georgia. Just see another one that just picked up in western North Carolina. Here's a good example. This is the Georgia Weather Net, but we'll talk about North Carolina for just a second. I have heard multiple people say tornadoes can't hit the mountains. That is incorrect. They say tornadoes can't hit big cities either. If you remember the NCAA championship basketball game a few years ago that rolled right through downtown Atlanta, damaged numerous windows on the Westin. It doesn't get more downtown than downtown Atlanta. So tornado can hit anywhere, anytime. They are way, way bigger than the mountains and the buildings. And so that's why there's no safe place from a tornado. They can hit any day of the year, anywhere in the country. And so that's why it's important to be weather aware. And if anybody ever says, well, a tornado can't hit here because this, you can argue with them if you want, or just smile and say, bless your heart. That will work as well. So, yeah, they can hit anywhere, and that's a great example up there in western North Carolina. Very mountainous in Jasper as well, and Gilmer and Pickens County. Northern Dawson County is very, very mountainous. So, again, this gives you the idea, the living proof that these tornadoes can spin up, even where the terrain is very rugged. So still showing some broad rotation. This is really moving out of Jasper. Talking Rock, you're going to be in the clear now. But we're watching that broad rotation, really a couple of spots. Just kind of show you what I'm looking at right in here and kind of watching right here as well. And really outside the warning polygon, we could be watching in that area up into Gilmer County. But we have no warning on that up toward Ellijay. So hopefully we'll keep it that way. But just remain in your tornado safe place for right now in that northeast corner of Pickens County, southeast Gilmer County, and up into northwestern Dawson County. Not including Dawsonville, but up just above where Highway 136 intersects with 52. Pretty rural area there. Steve Tate Road area. Beautiful country, not a whole lot of population there, but there is population, and it's important that everybody gets a fair warning. Let you know what's going on. So here's the big picture. We just kind of look around the state. We do see some light showers in Macon all the way down to Perry and the fairgrounds. Some showers up into Putnam County and Eatonton, beginning to move toward Milledgeville. And showers moving up I-85. In the Jackson County, Banks County, moving into Franklin County, but nothing significant there with that. All of our significant weather is out in northwest Georgia. Floyd County, you're about to be dropped out of the severe thunderstorm warning polygon, so we'll take that. But we're going to keep it in effect for Bartow, Gilmer, Gordon, and Pickens County until 3:45. And the tornado warning polygon continues to shrink as well as the storm is moving at a very good quip up through northern Pickens County, beginning to head into Gilmer and Dawson County. All right, some storm reports. Speaking of Floyd County and Rome, got several trees down on the Berry College campus, including one near Evans Hall at Berry College. Did we have a report out of Shorter? I thought we had one a little bit ago as well of a tree down on a building at Shorter College. All right, the tornado warning has been expired. That rotation has broadened out. So Dawson, Gilmer, Pickens County, still under the severe thunderstorm warning. But for right now, it looks like the tornado warning is going to be expired early. So 5 minutes early on that, and that'll go away in just a second. And that'll be good news. So just be prepared for those strong straight line winds. So still a good idea. Remain indoors. But you can now get out of your tornado safe place if you're in Dawson, Gilmer, and Pickens County, because that has been expired early, but the severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect. And keep in mind, we have that tornado watch. And while we wait for that to go away, let's go ahead and take a look at the watch box again. Turn these off and take a look at the tornado watch area. There it is in the pink. Atlanta, you're in it. Cobb County, DeKalb County, Rockdale, Athens, you're in there as well. So most of North Georgia above I-20 in a tornado watch until 8 o'clock this evening. We'll see some of these counties northwest Georgia dropped off soon. Now that line has moved through. There's really not a threat anymore, but that threat still remains for Atlanta, Athens, Gainesville, Toccoa, and this watch goes until 8 o'clock. So we're going to hold it here for just a moment. Take a look at a few more damage reports starting to come in. Pop the radar back up in our warnings. Let's turn off that. And there you go. You can see those line of severe thunderstorm warnings there from Blue Ridge all the way down into West Georgia toward Tallapoosa and Bremen is the southern end of that. Report out of Whitfield County, tree downed on a road on East Walnut Avenue at Riverbend Road. That is in Dalton itself, right in town. And also a report coming from Fairmount in Pickens County with a power pole down near the intersection of 53 and Edwards Road. So, yeah, Highway 53 is really getting some strong winds. Severe thunderstorm warning for Murray County is going to be allowed to go away. But we still have Bartow, Cherokee, Dawson, Fannin, Gilmer, Gordon, Lumpkin, Pickens, and Union counties are in that severe thunderstorm warning. So we're going to break away for right now and go back live again if we get another tornado warning. Just be sure to subscribe to our Georgia WeatherNet YouTube channel. That's a good way to get those live notifications to you. Just hit the bell, the subscribe button there, and we'll get you the information. And also follow our Facebook page for more weather updates throughout the afternoon and into the evening hour. Evening hours could be a long evening. We're going to be right here in the 24